By now, I'm sure you've seen all the buzz about the brand new Cricut Mug Press, and I'm sure you've seen my product review video and the first project that I did with it. If not, go ahead and check that out because you'll get all the details about the Mug Press. But as a reminder, it really is the easiest way to create professional mugs for gifts, maybe even to sell if you've got an online store. Lots of possibilities with this guide that make it easy, as always, with Cricut. So today I'm going to show you how to make a mug using the Infusible Ink transfer sheets that are sized perfectly for the mug. We're going to make something that's a little prickly. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of how easy it is to use and create your own designs with the Cricut pens and markers. To get started, we're going to open Cricut Design Space. I already have a mug design on my canvas. This was the design that was already created in the image section of Design Space. There are so many different designs that you can choose from that are already created for you, or you can start from scratch with the mug template that is available in Design Space as well. Once we're ready with our design, no sizing needed, it's already sized for us, we can go ahead and click Make It. One important thing to remember is when you're always working with any iron-on projects, you need to make sure that you have the mirror image on. So go ahead and toggle that on. And then when we're ready to cut, we want to make sure that we choose Infusible Ink as our material. And then ready, set, go, I'm going to let my maker do the rest. Once my cactus design is cut, I told you it was going to be something prickly and cute, and I love this Infusible Ink transfer sheet. I think it's the perfect color for this design. I'm going to go ahead and weed my design and get it ready to transfer on my mug. Our design is ready to go. I've already heated up my mug press. Remember, it will beep when it's ready for you. Now, our next step is to get our mug ready. I've already used the lint roller on my mug. That's really important that you make sure there's no dust or particles on there. You also want to make sure that your design doesn't have any debris or that you didn't leave any extra pieces when you were weeding on the sticky part. So make sure that is also free of debris. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our design and we're going to wrap it around our mug. You'll notice that it's sized perfectly for our mug, and there are tabs on either side. Now, you want to make sure that you line up the tabs. So I'm going to place those there just to make sure my design is where I want it first, and then I'm going to go back and restick. So what I want to do is pull it back slightly because you want to make sure that it is really flush up against your mug. I'm going to use my fingers to press it around and try and get out any of those air bubbles. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Once your design's on there, you want to go back with the heat safe tape and add some in. Anywhere that you think that the design is not completely snug against the mug, add some tape. One thing to note with the tape is that you don't want to overlap the actual design. You want the tape to just stick to the plastic part. If it does overlap the design, it could affect the press based on the pressure. So just keep that in mind. I always say more is better here. If you have any doubt that a place is not perfectly adhered to the mug, I would add some tape. Once you're done taping, you want to take a piece of butcher paper that is cut to the size of the mug, and we're going to wrap it around. This is going to be to protect the inside of our mug press. I'm going to take just one piece of tape and secure it to the mug. Next stop is the mug press. I know it's ready because the ding went off and the light is green on top. Now, you want to make sure that your handle is flipped up so that your door openings are open. We're going to take our mug by the handle and we are going to slowly put it straight down into the press. Be careful because the press is hot on the inside. Once in there, we want to double check and make sure that our entire design will be covered once the doors close. All right, ready? We're going to close those doors. We hear the beep to let us know that the press has started, and all we're going to do is watch those progress lights go off and it'll beep once it's ready. So now, just a few minutes until we have our custom mug. Once you hear the beep and you see those 5 lights blinking, you know that your mug is ready. Now all we do is lift up the handle. We're gonna grab our mug by the handle, being very careful because the inside of the press is hot. I'm going to let it cool on an easy press mat. You can use any heat-safe surface. Let it cool to the touch. And keep in mind that this guy is super safe. He auto shuts off if you don't get your mug out in time. All right, our mug is cool to the touch. I'm gonna take my easy press mat out, and all I'm gonna do is remove all of that tape, our butcher paper, and we'll be ready to reveal the design. Wow, oh my gosh, I love it. You get this perfect press every time. I don't know about you, but I'm looking pretty sharp with my mug. I love the cactuses and I love the watercolor design from the transfer sheet. Okay, so not only can you use the transfer sheets that are sized perfectly for your mugs, but you can also create designs using the Infusible Ink markers, pens, and there's also these freehand markers, which I am super excited about because I like to freehand draw. So you could actually create your own designs on copy paper with these, and then you can add it to a mug. Or your kids can create a design and then you can press it onto a mug. All you gotta do is use copy paper. So I wanna show you a design I created. This is actually a floral print that was available in Design Space. I used my Cricut Infusible Ink pens, put them in my maker to create the design. And then I came back in and I added little details in those flowers with my freehand markers. And again, remember, when you use your pens and your markers, you're gonna create those designs on regular old copy paper, wrap them around, and press them in your mug press. There'll be more tutorials coming on that soon. I've got another idea for a cute mug that I think you guys will like. All right, so to shop the brand new Cricut Mug Press and all the supplies that you need, including the Cricut Infusible Ink, compatible mugs, and all these other transfer sheets, pens, markers, all the goods that you need to create professional mugs in minutes are all available at Cricut.com. Make sure that you follow me at craftboxgirls.com and at craftboxgirls on social, because I'm gonna have more tutorials coming your way with things that you can do with the brand new mug press. And plus, I've got lots of other Cricut projects too. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you today. Cheers and happy crafting.